Okay. So, I will give you this. We're not going to start on this just yet, but just so you can kind of look at it and kind of think about it as I am running through a few things. We are going to look through this right here, though. This is paragraph structure, so I'll kind of break it down for you. Have you seen something like this before? Okay. We're going to first time do it, alright? I'm going to move all these stuff over so we can have a little bit more room. Alright, so paragraph structure. So in every paragraph, there's always going to be 5 sentences, okay? So you always have the first sentence, which is the topic or the introduction sentence, and it tells what your paragraph will be about. So the first sentence, you always write and be like, okay, this is what my paragraph will be about. And then your second sentence is your supporting or your detail sentences. So all of these, so your second, third, and fourth will relate back to your first sentence, okay? So that it adds detail to the paragraph and needs to connect with the topic sentence or the introduction sentence, the same thing. And the fifth sentence is going to be the conclusion sentence, and it closes the paragraph and says that your paragraph is finished. Does that kind of make sense a little bit? So what we're going to do today, though, is I'm not going to have you write 5 sentences, okay? I'm going to get rid of this 4th sentence, so you'll just have to write this one, this one, this one, and the 5th sentence, okay? So we'll just kind of go through that. So you write the first sentence, the second, the third, and the 5th. So we won't have to write this 4th one. So do you have any questions about that? I can run through it one more time. You want me to run through it one more time? Okay. All right, I'll have mine right here. You can kind of look at yours. So let's look at this right here. We'll kind of brainstorm just a little bit, all right? So it says, write a story about a time when you helped someone who needed help with something. Talk about what you did, how you did it, and who was this nice gesture towards. Remember to use correct grammar and punctuation when writing the story. So you're going to write a story about someone that you helped out, okay? So the first sentence would be, I helped out blah, 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 whoever, when at lunch. I gave them, they fell, so I helped them up, something like that. And then your second and third sentence would just kind of put details into it, okay? So that first sentence would be, I helped whoever out because they fell. The second sentence is they hurt their knee, maybe. Third sentence would be possibly like, their knee hurt pretty bad, so I took them to the nurse's office. And then that last sentence would just be kind of, everything was fine, and it kind of felt good helping out somebody else. Does that make sense? So, I took out this 4th paragraph or 4th sentence, so you won't have to write this 4th sentence. So this right here, don't even acknowledge it or anything. I just wrote it on there because I am going to give you this piece of paper that you can kind of take for yourself for the future, if you do need to ever look back at this. That's why I printed out this one right here. So yeah, the first sentence, you're just gonna write what the paragraph's gonna be about. These 2 sentences just relate back to that sentence, and then this 5th sentence is just kind of wrapping it all up. Okay, that makes sense? Yeah, awesome. All right, so what this is gonna be is I'm going to give you a set of letters. It's what y'all were doing in class just 10 minutes ago. So, how they're learning about vowel teams? Alright, so this is all this is, okay? So I'm going to give you 4 letters, or letter teams, vowel teams, and it is going to pronounce a letter. So if I gave you one and it was A-Y. What is A-Y? What does that sound like? Yeah, so it makes the A sound. So I do have, if you need a little help, I have a word on the back of this. If you need to flip it over and be like, okay, all these 4 vowel teams make the whatever sound, okay? Or all these make the A sound, okay? So I'm gonna just put these in front of you. Do you need any help? You can flip it over And always look at the word that's underneath it. So if you do need a little extra help. So what sound do all four of these vowel teams create? So what's the letter?
U.
Yeah. So yeah, you got it. So it's U. Yeah. So yeah, U-E, U consonant E, E-W, which is few, but the E-W makes an oo sound. And then E-U, like feud. Like, you know, have you ever heard the show Family Feud? Yeah, so it's just Family Feud. Or, you know, feud is like if two people, they kind of have a feud, they're kind of mad at each other. So yeah, so these are the U's, and we're going to go through just 4 more. And then I'll help you out with writing that story. Alright, so here is 4 more. What did you say?
O, consonant O.
Okay. And then
O, W,
what's it?
O,
Mm-hmm.
O, A, R.
Awesome. So we're gonna look back at that. So what's the letter that all of these correlate with, connect with?
O, W.
So which vowel? A, E, I, O, or U? We've already done U, so is it A, E, I, or O?
A, E, I.
Is it A, E, I, or is it O?
O.
It's O? Okay, awesome. Yeah, so O. So O, E, like toe. The O consonant, it would be like phone, yeah. Toe for the O, E. O, W, kind of like snow. Yeah, so O, W, it has 2 different sounds, so like snow or like the word plow.
You don't really get an O.
Yeah, the W kind of, yeah. Snow, yeah. So the boat as well. B-oat. So, it kind of gets overpowered by the O. And a lot of these, you'll kind of see that kind of pattern where, like, you know, the E overpowers the A, or, you know, kind of so on and so forth. So what sound do these 4 make? You can flip them over if you need a little help. Like, if you need to flip it over and look at the back and see what it says. What's that word?
Meat, eat.
Okay.
Bench. Ben.
So what would you...
Itch.
Okay, so the E would make what sound? E, E, B, each. So what's that?
Beach.
So what would that E sound make?
E.
Okay.
Key. E.
So is it E consonant?
E consonant.
And
the word is ill.
Okay. So what's the vowel letter that correlates with all these, that connects with all these?
E.
E. Awesome. Yeah, so kind of like you were saying earlier that you don't even hear the A in the last one, kind of like E-A. Like with the word beach, you hear E. You don't hear the A at all. So, alright, we're gonna get over to these. Alright. So what do these sounds make?
A consonant E. A-Y. Play A. A-I. Rain A. And E-I.
Do you have the word? Yeah, so this word is reindeer. So what does that E-I sound make? Reindeer. What is that E-I? E-I makes what? So it doesn't even, so the E-I actually makes the same sound as A-I. So this word, rain,
is A.
A. Yeah. So it makes the same sound. It's just it's spelled a little different. Yeah, rain, deer. I could honestly put this in the E because it has that 2 E's. It makes the long E sound. So all these, what's the letter that kind of connects with all of these?
A.
A, yes, yes. So I know there's only one vowel left, but we're gonna go through it anyways. So you have these 4 last ones. Okay. This one might be a bit tricky, but I think you got it. You're smart, girl.
My, Y.
Mm-hmm.
I, I consonant E.
Mm-hmm.
I am pie I. Night, I.
Okay, so yeah, so you're the I consonant E, the Y, the IE, and the IGH. So what sound do all 4 of these make?
E.
Why would it be E? Why do you think it'd be E? So we've already been through E, so consonant E, or not consonant E, vowel E. Okay, so we're gonna look at the words on the back. So you have K, I, T, okay, M, I, P, I, N, I, T. So what sound does the I consonant E, the Y, the IE, and the IGH all make? So you can say them. You want to say night?
Night,
What does that IGH sound make?
I.
So let's take the T off. Just N.
I. Nine.
Yeah. So what is just the IGH say? So take off the N and the T. N I T N.
I.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, what's the vowel that goes along with these? All 4 of these?
I.
Yes, yes. So yeah, these are a little bit more confusing just because, you know, there's a Y in there, like my. Like a lot of times, the Y at the end of a word makes that I sound, or so it does get a little confusing in that aspect. But you're smart, you got it. Just took a little bit. All right, so. Hey, go ahead. Alright, so while you're writing your story, do you want me to write a story too? Yeah? Okay. So, yeah. Remember, you just have to write 4 sentences. You gotta write the first sentence, the second sentence, the third sentence, and this 5th sentence. So, just an intro sentence, two supporting sentences that connect back to this topic sentence, and then just one that kind of wraps it all together. Okay? Alright. Do you remember all these drill deck cards that we just went through? Do you remember when you are writing, just so you can try to get that spelling correct? Do you want to look at them, possibly, while you're going through? Okay. I'll just have them set out right here. Alright, now I gotta think possibly. Do you need help spelling anything? Do ask me. You got it? There you go.
Why is there a reason?
Reason? Okay, so let's look at that word. So I'll write it down this one, so I'm not keeping this one. So, what do you think it starts with? So it's kind of sound it out. So R, E. So
R.
B, H. It's one of these EA ones. Okay, so re, E, Z, Z. So this is one of those ones where
S.
there you go. Yeah. N. Reason. What do you think the last two letters? There's two more letters. Reason.
O-N?
Mm-hmm. Perfect, yeah. You didn't need my help. Look at you. Okay. Sorry. You finished?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to read it or can I read it? You want to read it?
You can read it.
I can read it? I helped someone who was getting bullied so badly. Mm-hmm. Kids make fun of him for no reason, and I helped him be, what's that word?
Strong.
Strong boy, and he thanked me for it. That is actually so nice of you. Do you want me to read mine? Mm-hmm. Okay. Last week, my mother needed help taking in the groceries. She was carrying so many bags in her hands, she almost dropped them all. So I went over and got all of them out of her hands so it would be less work for her. We got all of them inside and put them up before we did anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama needed the help. So this, I'm gonna give you this. Give you this, and that is the end of this part of what we're doing. I know I felt like this took forever, but it's all good. You did
That's
good.
good.
You did? Do you want to keep yours?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome.